How to make waffles. Learning how to make waffles is easy, as long as you have a trusty waffle iron to do the work for you. As far as ingredients go, the recipe for waffles is the same as that for pancakes. However, while pancakes are cooked in a flat surface like a griddle or skillet, waffles get their distinctive grid-like shape because of the waffle iron pattern. The indentations on a waffle will catch syrup and butter in the most heavenly way, something which the flat pancake just cannot do. Waffles are perfect for brunches because they can be as simple or as fancy as you want them to be. They can be perfectly delicious with just some butter and maple syrup on top, or they can turn into a veritable gourmet treat when drizzled with melted Belgian chocolate and garnished with strawberries. If that thought has your mouth watering, follow along to find out about our recipe on how to make waffles from scratch. 1. Before you start making waffles, you have to prepare your waffle iron first. Nowadays, most waffle irons are electric, although there are still some models that are designed to be used on top of the stove. Clean the waffle iron thoroughly using a non-abrasive clean cloth. You will find that the iron is coated with a non-stick surface, and you have to be careful not to scratch it. 2. To make waffle batter, prepare the following ingredients: 2 cups of flour, 5 eggs, 1½ cups of milk, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 4 tablespoons of softened butter, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and a teaspoon of salt. For the flour, you can use all-purpose flour, cake flour, or unbleached flour. For healthier waffles, you can use 1 cup of wheat flour instead. Bread flour, because of its higher gluten content, should not be used. 3. Preheat the waffle iron. 4. In a large bowl, mix all the dry ingredients, flour, sugar, salt, baking powder, together. Set aside. 5. Take the eggs and carefully separate the egg whites from the yolks. Make sure that the egg whites don't have a drop of egg yolk in them. 6. In another bowl, pour in the egg yolks and beat them together with the butter until creamy. Pour in the milk and mix. 7. Take the egg whites in a separate bowl and beat them until soft peaks form. Set aside. 8. Go back to the dry ingredients and create a well in the middle. Pour in the egg yolk mixture and stir until the flour is moist. It's okay to have some lumps. You don't want to overbeat because it will develop the gluten and turn your waffles rubbery. 9. Fold in the egg whites into the moist batter. Folding it instead of stirring will help prevent it from being overly mixed. 10. Let the batter rest for about 5 minutes. In the meantime, check that the waffle iron is sufficiently hot. If a water drop bounces on the surface before fizzling out, you're good to go. 11. Spray the waffle iron with some nonstick spray, or brush with butter or oil. Pour out the batter onto the iron. Be careful not to put too much on, or the batter will overflow once you close the waffle iron together. Simply stop short of the edges. The batter will puff out as it cooks. 12. Put down the lid of the waffle iron and let it stay closed for about 2 minutes. You don't have to hold it pressed together because the weight of the lid will be enough. If your waffle iron does not have a thermostat or indicator to tell you when the waffle is done, simply watch the steam. If it stops or decreases, the waffle is ready. 13. Lift off the waffle using a spatula. It should be a beautiful golden brown color. Place it on a plate and serve it immediately with syrup and butter. Learning how to make waffles really has a lot more to do with knowing how to use your waffle iron. As you make more and more waffles, observe just how long it takes to get the right crunchiness until you get perfect results every time.